श्री स्वामी समर्थ अवधूत चिंतन श्री गुरुदेव दत्त सद्गुरु श्री साईनाथाय नमः. Welcome viewers to Soul Spirituality. Hope all of you are doing good. In the last chapter, that is chapter 14, we had covered the following points. Ratanji Wadia of Nanded, Saint Mauli Sahib, Dakshina Mimansa. In this chapter, that is chapter 15, we will be covering the following points. Naradiya Kirtan Paddhati, Mr. Cholkar's Sugarless tea, 2 lizards. So let's start with chapter 15. But in case you are new to our channel, then please consider subscribing and also click on the bell icon so that you will get notified of all our updates. Also like and share this video with your friends, and also do leave your comments. We wait for your feedback very eagerly. Thank you. Shri Sai Saicharitra chapter 15. The readers may remember that mention was made in the 6th chapter regarding the Ram Navami festival in Shirdi, how the festival originated, and how in the early days there was a great difficulty in getting good Haridas for performing Kirtan on that occasion, and how Baba permanently entrusted this Kirtan to Das Ganu permanently. Now in this chapter we shall describe the manner in which Das Ganu was performing the Kirtan. Naradiya Kirtan Paddhati. Generally our Haridasas while performing the Kirtan wear a gala and a full dress. They put on a headdress either a feta or a turban, a long flowing coat with a shirt inside, an uparne, that is a short dhotar on the shoulders, and the usual long dhotar from the waist below. Dressed in this fashion for some kirtan in the Shirdi village, Das Ganu once went to bow to Baba. Baba asked him, "Well, bridegroom, where are you going dressed so beautifully like this?" "For performing a kirtan," was the reply. Then Baba said, "Why do you want all this paraphernalia, coat, uparni and feta? Doff all that before me. Why wear them on the body?" Das Ganu immediately took them off and placed them at Baba's feet. From that time, Das Ganu never wore these things while performing the Kirtan. He was always bare from waist upwards. A pair of chiplis was in his hand and a garland round his neck. This is not in consonance with the practice generally followed by all the Haridasas, but this is the best and the purest method. Sage Narada, from whom the Kirtan Paddhati originated, wore nothing on his trunk and head. He carried a veena in his hand and wandered from place to place everywhere, singing the glory of the Lord. Mr. Cholkar's Sugarless tea. Initially, Baba was known in Pune and Ahmednagar districts, but Nana Sahib Chandorkar, by his personal talks, and by Das Ganu, by his splendid kirtans, spread the fame of Baba in the Konkan, that is Bombay Presidency. In fact, it was Das Ganu, may God bless him, who by his beautiful and inimitable kirtans made Baba available to so many people there. The audience who come to hear the kirtans have different tastes. Some like the erudition of the Haridas, some his gestures, some his singing, some his wit and humor, some his preliminary dissertation on Vedanta, and some others his main stories, and so on. But among them, there are a few who by hearing the Kirtan get faith and devotion or love for God or saints. The effect of hearing Das Ganu's Kirtan on the minds of audience was however electric, as it were. We give an instance here. Das Ganu was once performing his Kirtan and singing the glory of Sai Baba in the Kopineshwar temple in Thana. One Mr. Cholkar, a poor man serving as a candidate in the civil courts in Thana, was amongst the audience. He heard Das Ganu's Kirtan most attentively and was much moved. He there and then mentally bowed and vowed to Baba, saying, "Baba, I am a poor man, unable to support my family. If by your grace I pass the departmental examination and get a permanent post, I shall go to Shirdi, fall at your feet, and distribute sugar candy in your name." As good luck would have it, Mr. Cholkar did pass the examination and did get the permanent post, and now it remained for him to fulfill his vow. The sooner the better. Mr. Cholkar was a poor man with a large family to support, and he could not afford to pay for the expenses of a Shirdi trip. As is well said, one can easily cross over Nanne Ghat in the Thana district or even the Sahyadri range, but it is very difficult for a poor man to cross Umbare Ghat, that is the threshold of his house. As Mr. Cholkar was anxious to fulfill his vow as early as possible, he resolved to economize, cut down his expenses and save money. He determined not to use sugar in his diet and began to take his tea without it. After he was able to save some money in this way, he came to Shirdi, took Baba's darshan, fell at his feet, offered a coconut, distributed it with a clean conscience along with sugar candy as per his vow, and said to Baba that he was much pleased with his darshan and that his desires were fulfilled that day. Mr. Cholkar was in the masjid with his host Bapu Sahib Zog. When the host and the guest both got up and were about to leave the masjid, Baba spoke to Zog as follows: "Give him, that is your guest, cups of tea fully saturated with sugar." Hearing these significant words, Mr. Cholkar was much moved. He was wonderstruck. His eyes were bedewed with tears, and he fell at Baba's feet again. Mr. Zog was also curious about this direction, regarding the teacups to be given to his guest. Baba wanted by his words to create faith and devotion in Cholkar's mind. He hinted, as it were, that he got the sugar candy as per his vow, and that he knew fully well his secret determination not to use sugar in his diet. Baba meant to say, "If you spread your palms with devotion before me, I am immediately with you, day and night. Though I am here bodily, still I know what you do beyond the 7 seas. Go wherever you will over the wide world, I am with you. My abode is in your heart, and I am within you. Always worship me, who is seated in your heart as well as in the hearts of all beings. Blessed and fortunate indeed is he who knows me thus." What a beautiful and important lesson was thus imparted by Baba to Mr. Cholkar. 2 lizards. Now we close this chapter with the story of 2 little lizards. Once Baba was sitting in the masjid. A devotee sat in front of him when a lizard tick-ticked. Out of curiosity, the devotee asked Baba whether this tick-ticking of the lizard signified anything. Was it a good sign or a bad omen? Baba said that the lizard was overjoyed as a sister from Aurangabad was coming to see her. The devotee sat silent, not making out the meaning of Baba's words. Just then, a gentleman from Aurangabad came on a horseback to see Baba. He wanted to proceed further, but his horse would not go, as it was hungry and wanted grams. He took out a bag from his shoulders to bring grams and dashed it on the ground to remove dirt. A lizard came out there and in the presence of all climbed up the wall. Baba asked the questioner devotee to mark her well. She at once went strutting to her sister. Both sisters met each other after a long time, kissed and embraced each other, whirled round and danced with love. Where is Shirdi and where is Aurangabad? How should a man on horseback come there from Aurangabad with the lizard? And how should Baba make the prophecy of the meeting of the two sisters? All this is really very wonderful and proves the omniscience, the all-knowing nature of Baba. Postscript. He who respectfully reads this chapter or studies it daily will get all his miseries removed by the grace of the Sadguru Sai Baba. Hence, bow to Shri Sai. Peace be to all. Thank you. Dear friends and viewers, if you like this video, please shower us some of your love by liking this video and by subscribing to our channel. Also share this video with your friends and do leave your comments or feedback in the comment section. Thank you. Shri Swami Samartha Avdhut Chintana Shri Gurudev Datta Sadguru Shri Sai Nathaya Namaha.